Have you ever wondered why certain songs seem to stick with us long after the moment has passed? What if the emotions we feel while listening to music could actually reshape how we remember past experiences? This is precisely what researchers at UCLA have begun to uncover, and their findings might just change the way we think about memory, music, and emotion. According to a fascinating study published in the Journal of Neuroscience, the emotional reactions people experience while listening to music can play a pivotal role in shaping how well they recall specific details or even the broader essence of an event. But here's where it gets controversial. Not all emotions are created equal when it comes to memory enhancement. In fact, the research shows that there's a sweet spot for emotional arousal, one that's neither too intense nor too mild, that appears to optimize memory retention. Our findings suggest that whether music evokes happiness, sadness, or nostalgia doesn't matter as much as the intensity of the emotional response it triggers, explained Stephanie Leal, the study's lead author and a professor of integrative biology and physiology at UCLA. There's an ideal level of emotional engagement that helps people retain finer details of an experience. On the flip side, overly strong or weak emotional reactions tend to blur those specifics, leaving only a vague impression of what happened. This revelation adds a new layer of complexity to the already intricate relationship between music, emotions, and memory. For decades, scientists have been intrigued by how music can serve as both a trigger and a tool for memory. Could it be harnessed as a powerful, non-invasive therapy for conditions like Alzheimer's disease or PTSD? The potential applications are vast, but the devil, as always, lies in the details. To investigate this connection, the UCLA team recruited volunteers who were asked to view a series of everyday objects. Items like telephones, laptops, and fruit. After observing around 100 images, participants listened to 10 minutes of classical music designed to evoke varying levels of emotional arousal. Once their emotional states returned to baseline, they completed a series of memory tests. These assessments challenged them to distinguish between identical images, slightly altered versions, and entirely new ones. They also rated their familiarity with the music and described their emotional reactions during the listening session. Interestingly, music itself wasn't a universal memory booster across all participants. However, some individuals showed remarkable improvements, especially when it came to spotting subtle differences in objects during the recall phase. A closer look revealed that these memory gains were linked to a moderate level of emotional arousal triggered by the music. Whether the tunes were cheerful or somber, familiar or novel, didn't seem to matter. What truly counted was finding that emotional Goldilocks zone. Too little emotion, and your brain might not prioritize encoding the details, Leal noted. Too much emotion, on the other hand, can overwhelm the system, making it harder to focus on specifics. Instead, memories formed under moderate emotional arousal struck a balance between retaining key details and grasping the overall gist of the experience, a cognitive trade-off that's essential for efficient learning and recall. This distinction between detail-based and gist-based memory is crucial. Gist-based memory allows us to zoom out, capturing the overarching themes without getting bogged down in minutiae. Detail-based memory, meanwhile, zeroes in on the finer points, which can be critical in situations requiring precision. Music, it turns out, seems capable of nudging our brains toward one mode or the other, depending on the emotional context. So, what does this mean for real-world scenarios? Imagine you've just finished studying for an important exam. Listening to music that induces a moderate level of emotional arousal immediately afterward might help cement those facts and figures in your mind. Conversely, blasting high-energy tracks that send your emotions skyrocketing, or playing melancholic melodies that plunge you into despair could backfire, leaving you with a fuzzier grasp of the material. Timing and emotional tone, therefore, become key factors in leveraging music's memory-enhancing potential. But the implications extend far beyond acing exams. Researchers believe that music could on one hand help aging adults maintain sharper minds by enhancing their ability to remember life's finer moments. On the other hand, it could offer therapeutic benefits for individuals grappling with early-stage Alzheimer's, PTSD, or anxiety disorders. For instance, using music to reinforce gist-based memory might help smooth over traumatic flashbacks, allowing sufferers to process painful experiences in healthier ways. And this is the part most people miss. The optimal emotional response varies wildly from person to person. What moves one individual to tears might leave another completely unfazed. This variability underscores the importance of personalized approaches in future studies. In my lab, we're working to detect early changes in brain function and cognition, Leal shared. Music offers a unique opportunity because it's accessible, affordable, and highly adaptable to individual preferences. By deepening our understanding of its mechanisms, we hope to develop targeted interventions that slow or prevent neurodegenerative diseases. However, achieving these ambitious goals won't come without challenges. As Leal pointed out, advancements in personalized therapies require substantial investment in research. If federal funding for Alzheimer's research dwindles, we risk losing momentum in translating these discoveries into practical, cost-effective treatments. She warned, developing strategies tailored to individual needs demands large-scale participation and sustained resources. So, what do you think? Should music therapy take center stage in addressing memory-related disorders? Or does the variability in human responses make it too unpredictable to rely on? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective.